What's up, people? How we doing? Yeah, Aldo, we good? As title says, I'm on my way to Epping. I've got someone trying to call me. I ain't got a clue who that is. Someone's trying to call me. No, the sack everybody got. Give me a second, please, people. This is what happens when you use your personal mobile phone to go live. Right, just give us a moment, people. There we go. Why'd you do that, man? When you get a phone call, an incoming phone call, the sat nav on this car, as much as I like this car, the sat nav is an absolute bag of dog shit, right? So I always do Android Auto to use the sat navs on my. Why are you sitting in the outside lane, you dick? Andy's on his phone. He's got his phone like that, man. And he's just sat in the outside lane. We're in a 50-mile-an-hour zone, right? And he's doing about 38 miles an hour on his phone, speaking into the loudspeaker. Oh, mate. Do you know what? I wish I had a passenger that could pick my phone up and record the arsehole. But there you go. Yeah, I know, I'm an hypocrite. I can be a little bit hypocritical, as we all can. But anyway, welcome, prisoners. How are we doing? We're on our way to Epping. I've been in the wars again. My finger's been cut. I couldn't go out this morning. I was in a lot of pain. My little finger was massive. And it was basically full of, sorry if any of you eating, it was full of pus. I'm always in the wars when it comes to my hands. I remember going to a pub as a youngster, and they'd look at your hands. The door staff would look at your hands. The doorman would look at your hands, right, and see if you worked or not. They could tell if you worked. In those days, I had such delicate little bloody hands, apart from pounding punch bags, but I had delicate hands because they never got involved in manual shit. But anyway, now my hands are falling to pieces. But right, guys, I've had that cut. It's dressed. The whole hand, man, was dressed. What's the point in dressing the whole hand when it's just your little finger? So that's been done. I couldn't go to Crowborough this morning. I was in too much pain. I was yesterday. And I must admit, I was squeezing and squeezing, hoping that it would explode. So I knew once it exploded, the pain would just disappear. Basically, I had a load of poison in my bloody finger. And anyway, that's what you get for sticking your finger up your ass. Don't do it, folks. Don't do it. Reggie's in Epping already. Bloody hell. Has Reggie shit the bed? What's going on? I thought I was going to be early. Mind you, again, as usual, stuck in traffic. This is what's so... Honestly, if I had to do this every day to go to work... Well, no, I used to do this, stuck in the traffic. So I worked in the city a lot. Going over to stores, visiting different electrical stores in the city. And sportswear stores. I had to do that a lot. And being stuck in a vehicle... Oh, mate. Yeah, I'm glad I ain't doing it no more. But now I'm doing it for you guys. But I'm doing it for nothing now. Oh, right, guys, you got an invoice coming. Windscreen wipers decided to go on for absolutely no reason whatsoever. I need to pop a couple of paracetamol. Got a headache. Traffic. It's just, do you know what? I don't do that, do I? There you go. You can see what I'm stuck in now. Just poodling along, guys. My passenger doesn't want to introduce themselves. Would you like to introduce yourself? Guys, right, I've got to show you something. For those of you that know, I got my book, Swallow Hell. Please, guys, on the community page, on my community page, I've spoken about Robert Wallace enough times. I'm going to be speaking about him again tonight. I want to promote the hell out of his book. So I've received my copy today. So anybody that orders a book, as of now, it's going to be signed. But, Robert, also, in the signature, when you sign it, could you also put love from PNLA as well? Prisoners no longer accepted. I'd really appreciate that. So there you go, guys. Robert Wallace's book. Mine arrived literally minutes before I was about to leave the house tonight. So I'm chuffed I've got my book. There you go. That's going to be my read now for the next. I'm going to smash the granny out of that book. I'm going to read it. I want to read it twice. And then looking at the format, the way he wrote it, nice big letters for people like me. It's made for people with varifocals. Anyway, evening. If anybody's new here, I'm just going under a little bit of a tunnel, so signal might be a bit pants. On my way to Epping. I've just been told that Reggie's live over there already. He's probably left because I know Reg, I was watching his stream earlier on when he was over at Crowborough. And I know when Crowborough ends, if you come straight here, if you go straight to Epping, you are going to be hanging around for a fair while doing nothing. You got no sound? Has anybody else got sound? Got to be able to hear me, surely. I haven't got my microphone in, I'm just using the phone. Anybody else? We got a sound check, please? Sorry, got an itchy nut. Wicked, you hear me? I pity you then. I pity the fool. That saying is, if you know, you know. Who says I pity the fool? Hey, old school Phil, how we doing, man? Welcome to the chat. We've got a VW transporter in front of me, a brand spanking new LM25. Anybody that knows this stretch to try and get onto the M11, it's an absolute pig. There we go, I'm in. Get in there, son. Thank you. What you talking about, Willis? Oh, mate, I love that. What you talking about, Willis? Little Arnold, that's it, Arnold. Yep. Come on, bloody Porsche drivers. Well, learn what the bloody right foot does. Anyway, right. So, prisoners, we're on our way to Epping. Looks like it's just started raining. You know, not a lot we can do about that. I'm not touching the phone. No, I wouldn't do that. Different strokes, that's it, yeah. Do you know what? A couple of those from the different strokes, you know, after that programme, they went on to really have a shit life, let's say. Do you know, it's one of my pet hates. When you're on, let's say, for example, a 50-mile-an-hour road, and you got someone doing, 42 miles an hour, but just stuck in the outside lane, like that. Well, I'm not breaking the speed limit. You know what? Piss off out of the way and let us break the speed limit if we choose to. I wouldn't do that, but if people choose to, let them. Do you know what, old school? I look up. I've said this before. I did say a few days ago I've got a problem with my little finger, and this morning, honestly, let me tell you now, it was massive, and it was all squidgy. Like the bottom of it looked like ET's finger. You know, when you go, oh, ouch. That's what my bloody finger looked like, but my little one, right? And when it was cut, oh, mate, it was nasty. Yeah. But I've looked into it. I can't remember what the things are called. It's like Wicklow type of things. I think that's what, I think that's what your mum would have called it, right? And apparently, it is generally it's it's down to bad hygiene. This is what I've read, and I thought, well, I can eliminate that because I am a clean person, right? Without a shadow of a doubt. But as I explained a couple of days ago, I do get my hands dirty constantly, and then they'll stay dirty for half a day whilst I'm doing, I'll be, like if I'm rubbing down a chassis on something, I'll rub it down and it's all that rust and dirt and grime until you wash your hands at the end of the day. I have a sandwich, it's full of bloody oil and rust, you know, adds to the flavour. But oh, is it a Whitlow? I said Wicklow. That's a place in Ireland, isn't it? Wicklow, that's it. Yeah, that's a place in Ireland, I'm sure of it. But yeah, it did hurt. But when it was cut, when that shot out, the pain shot out with it. It was instant relief. Now, the last time I done one of these, I cut it myself. I cut it myself. No one just sitting in the bloody outside lane. Yeah, and it got an infection. Even though I cleaned the blade and I didn't use the blade for skinning and gutting animals or whatever. So the blade was proper clean. I mean, it's got to be clean to do that job. And so, yeah, I done it myself, but I got a really bad infection last time I done it, and so I didn't want to do it myself this time. As tempting as it was, I didn't. Right, we're turning off now. I've got 11 minutes now, according to sat nav. 11 minutes before I get to Epping. Turning off the 11 now. So those of you that have done this journey regularly, maybe from this direction to Epping, you'll know exactly where I am. So don't be waiting for me down the end of the road. People have gone into bloody go slow mode today. They want parking tickets. We are driving that slow. We've got traffic wardens chasing after me. I've got another parking ticket, by the way. This traffic warden's out to get me. But don't worry, I'm going to make sure he loses his job. I'm going to proper follow this. I'm going to follow the source. I'm going to follow to where they go and sign in, to where they get their radios from, to where they get all their equipment from. I'm going to go there and I'm going to audit the place because they are corrupt racists, man. I'm telling you, they are bad. I'm waffling on about all sorts of stuff. We're right near the Higgins and BMW building to my right hand side, for those of you that know. Hi, is your son a YouTuber as well? I think my son does, or not I think, yes, my son does do a few bits and pieces. It's not his thing, I mean, to me, it's all I do now. So, but yes, he does do some YouTube videos. It's STB, I believe. He changes his name like I changed my diet for thinking it's healthy or not. But yeah, one day it's whoa, his car's got some rip when it wants. I love it. Right, there we go. Turn that. Do you know what? I found this little shortcut. It's a little shortcut and it cuts out that main road. Last time I came down here, they were just packing away the little roadworks that they were doing, and now bloody roadworks are back. So that backfired on me. That backfired drastically. No, you're not going to let me out? Okay, thank you. That's very kind of you, isn't it? What's that? It is currently STB. Was catching him earlier talking about. Oh yeah, I'm not getting involved in those conversations. I don't. I mean, when it comes to him, he tried dragging me into arguments. I'm not interested. I'm staying out of it. Every time he gets involved, not my son, every time that particular person, whenever his name is mentioned, for some reason the guy gets an hard on for trying to get me involved in arguments I want no part of. And anybody that knows me, that's grown to know me through YouTube, they'll know that I'm not interested in these silly little squabbles and yeah, the guys tried to make people's life hell. I've got to move. I've got to flip the camera, guy, because the chat. I don't know if it's on the screen. No, it's not everybody else. It's just me. No, it's just me. I ain't got to worry about that. Anyway. You alright, mate? How you doing? You look lovely and warm wearing that. I shit you not. There was a guy just in a vest and shorts. A vest. A vest. I mean, he wasn't exercising. Not either. He wasn't exercising. I don't think he quite understood why I was being a bit sarcastic, maybe. Found delivery bikes at the back of the. Do you know, son? Right? This is disgusting. Right? Our government is an absolute bag of shit. We know that. We know that. I'm now openly saying things, right? I couldn't give a monkeys if they want to knock at my door at stupid times in the morning just to, right? Because if they do, I would. I'll have it ready to record. I'll go, hello, what do you want? And then I'll just shut the door because I'm not interested. Right? I mean, it's going to have to be pretty damn serious for them to have to go and get a warrant to take my door off its hinges, isn't it? Oh, he said that Starmer's a bag of shit. You best go and arrest the rest of the country then. I think we might lose our signal soon, guys. If we do, I'm going to be hanging up on this live very shortly. Right? I'm just doing my normal thing now. Just letting you know that I'm going.